smile became a habit, not a feeling anymore. You laugh in public, then cry on the floor. You carry questions you never say out loud, wondering why surviving makes you feel less proud. You try to be strong the way the world demands, but strength kept slipping through your shaking hands. Some nights you stared at the ceiling for hours, arguing with your thoughts, begging for power. You replayed every mistake you've ever made, every wrong turn, every day you couldn't pay. You asked yourself if you mattered at all, if anyone would notice if you chose to fall. And even when breathing felt heavy and wrong, you stayed. Even when you didn't feel strong, you didn't stay because life was kind. You stayed because something inside your mind whispered softly through the pain and fear, just make it through the night, stay here. So if you're still here after all you faced, after the nights you wanted erased, after the days you barely survived through, I need you to know I'm proud of you. Not proud because you won, not proud because you're strong, but proudly because you stayed when you felt you didn't belong. If you're still here, breathing broken and true, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. You watched others move forward while you stood still, feeling ashamed that you're climbing the hill so slow. You blamed yourself for needing rest, for not being better, faster, or your best. You thought healing meant fixing everything fast, not realizing healing means surviving the past. You judge your progress like a race you must win, never seeing the courage it took just to begin. There were mornings you didn't want to wake, not because you hated life, but you were tired of the ache, tired of hoping things might change someday, tired of being brave in the same old way. You carry guilt for still feeling pain, thinking others had it worse, why do I complain? But pain doesn't measure itself against another soul, and your suffering was always valid, always whole. You didn't need to be fearless or loud, you didn't need to make anyone proud. All you had to do was stay alive, and you did, night after night. If you're still here after losing yourself, after choosing survival over help, after staying when leaving felt easier to do, I'm so damn proud of you. Proud of the tears you cried alone, proud of the nights you made it home. If you're still here then unsure what to do, I'm proud of you, deeply proud of you. Strength isn't always standing tall, sometimes it's answering life's call. When you feel empty, numb and small, and you still don't let yourself fall. Bravery isn't fixing everything today, it's saying I'll stay when you wanna fade away. And even if no one claps or sees, your survival is a victory. One more day, that's how you lived, not because you wanted more, but because you still believe that pain might loosen its grip, believe that someday your heart might heal a bit. You didn't stay because you were sure, you stayed because uncertainty was still better than the cure. The silence promised if you let go, so you stayed, even when you didn't know. If you're still here, please hear this clear. You were never never weak for shedding tears. You were never wrong for feeling too much. Your heart survived what almost crushed. If you're still here, no matter how scarred, you did something unbelievably hard. You chose to live when life felt cruel, and that alone makes me proud of you. So take this moment, breathe it in. You don't need to prove where you've been. If all you did was stay this far, that's enough. If you're still here, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Smile without feeling okay. How to show up while quietly fading away. You listened to advice that didn't fit your pain. Be grateful, they said, but it felt the same. You carried exhaustion, no sleep could erase. Was strength like a mask on your tired face? Every morning felt harder than the last. stay because life was fair. You stay because you are still here, and that alone is more than enough. I'm proud of you. The room feels quiet, but your mind won't rest. Thoughts moving slowly across your chest. You lie awake replaying yesterday, every word you should have said but pushed away. Your body is tired, your soul feels worn, like you've been fighting since the day you were born. You listen to the clock mark passing time, wondering how you're still crossing this line. You learned how to live with unanswered pain, how to smile softly while feeling the strain. You stopped explaining how heavy you feel because silence was easier than being real. You carried emotions too deep to name, too afraid they misunderstand your pain. And even when nights felt endlessly long, you stayed with the world, even when it felt wrong. You compared your life to the lives you see, thinking they found what escaped from you. You wondered why peace felt far away, why calm never seemed to want to stay. But healing doesn't move in straight lines, it drifts like stars in slow, quiet skies. And every breath you take right now is proof you're stronger than you allow. You didn't stay because everything was clear, you stayed because something whispered you're still here. A gentle voice beneath the fear said just breathe, stay here. If you're still breathing at night, after holding so much inside, after surviving the silent fights you never show, I'm proud of you more than you know. Not proud because the pain is gone, but proud because you carried on. If you're still here, letting the moment pass through, I'm proud of you, truly proud of you. Rest doesn't mean you're giving in, it means you're letting your healing begin. You don't have to fix your life tonight, just let yourself rest in the quiet. Even the stars don't rush the dark, they shine gently just where they are. So close your eyes, you've done enough today. Surviving was more than tough. If all you did was stay and breathe, that's enough for me. 'cause you didn't care, but because the weight was too heavy to share. You learned to sit with thoughts that ate, to breathe through moments you couldn't escape. You smiled politely, kept things light, while your heart was tired every night. You showed up even when you felt thin, like you were fading slowly from within. There were nights you wished you could dissolve, not die, just rest, just not be involved. You wanted peace without the pain, a break from trying to pause from the strain. You questioned your worth in the quiet dark, wondered if anyone would notice the mark you leave behind if you slipped away, then hated yourself for thinking that way. But morning came soft and slow, and somehow you were still here though. Still breathing, still holding on, even when your reasons felt almost gone. You didn't have answers, didn't feel strong, but you stayed anyway. You proved them wrong, not them. The voice inside your head that said you were better off unseen or dead. You didn't stay because the pain felt fair. You stayed because something still cared, a quiet truth you couldn't explain that whispered hope beneath the pain. So if you're still here, still taking space, still waking up and facing your days, after wanting to vanish, after wanting to flee, I'm proud of you for choosing to be. Not proud because life suddenly changed, but proud because you remained. If you're still here, honest and true, I'm deeply proud of you. Disappearing isn't the same as healing, and staying hurts more than people are willing to admit. When they talk about being strong, they forget how long the nights can feel when you're wrong. But staying means you believed just a bit, that someday the pain might loosen its grip. You didn't disappear when it hurt the most. You stayed when your heart felt like a ghost. If no one sees how hard you tried, I see you, and I'm proud of you. You thought about leaving more than you admit, not because you hated life, but you were tired of it. Tired of explaining, tired of the noise, tired of carrying pain without a voice. You learned how to keep moving on empty, how to give when your heart felt heavy. Each step felt small, almost invisible, yet staying required something unimaginable. You told told yourself, just get through today. When tomorrow felt too far away, you lowered your expectations, softened your dreams just to survive the in-between. You stopped asking life to be fair, stopped hoping someone else would care, and in that quiet, fragile place you found the strength just to stay. You watched the world continue its pace while you were learning how to breathe in place. You blamed yourself for being slow, for not healing the way others show. But healing was never meant to race. It's learning to rest inside your own space. And every moment you chose not to run was proof that something in you hadn't given up. You didn't stay because you felt strong. You stayed because leaving felt wrong. A quiet promise deep inside said, hold on, just stay alive. So if you're still here after all that wait, after choosing to stay when escape felt great, after nights you survived with no proof, I'm proud of you. Not proud because you never fell apart, but proud because you guarded your heart. If you're still here, tired but true, I'm proud of you. Deeply proud of you. Strength doesn't roar, it barely speaks. It trembles softly in moments weak. Bravery isn't a fearless show, it's choosing not to let go. And even if no one saw your fight, you still want something every night. Staying was harder than leaving could be, and you stayed. That tells me everything I need to see. If you're still here, I'm proud of you. Your scars tell stories words can't say, of nights you barely made it through the day. You hid your pain behind careful smiles, walking long, quiet, uncounted miles. You've carried burdens you shouldn't have to bear, yet somehow you managed to stay aware. Even when the world felt cold and untrue, you kept surviving, and I see you. You doubted yourself more than anyone else, yet kept standing without needing help. You thought being broken meant you'd fail, but staying alive proved a different tale. You whispered promises to yourself at night, that one more breath could bring back the light. And though you didn't always believe it was true, every day you stayed, that was enough to do. You compared your journey to others' climbs, measured your worth in mountains of time. You felt felt less. But surviving this long is more than success. Every tear, every sigh, every quiet fight, every choice to continue through the night is proof of strength that no one can see. A quiet victory of just being free. You didn't stay because life was fair. You stayed because something whispered there. Even when it hurts, even when it's wrong, keep holding on. You're where you belong. If you're still here after all you've been through, after all the nights you didn't know what to do, I'm proud of you, not proud because you conquered the storm, but proud because you kept yourself warm. If you're still here, fragile yet true, I'm proud of you. I really am proud of you. Strength isn't always loud or shown. It lives in the moments you face alone. Bravery doesn't need to be bright. Sometimes it's surviving the quiet night, even if no one witnessed your fight. Your heart stayed alive. That's enough tonight. You're proof that staying can be enough, that being here shows courage and love. If no one told you, let me say it too. If you're still here, I'm proud of you. Yourself just one more day, when giving up felt easier than the way morning came, heavy and gray. But somehow you found the strength to stay. Every small step felt like a climb. Every breath counted one at a time. The world moved fast, but you were slow. Yet staying alive was all you could show. There were nights you whispered to the dark, hoping someone could see your heart. You thought your struggle was too small, that no one noticed you at all. Yet each morning you opened your eyes, even when you didn't feel wise. You survived in silence without applause, and that alone is a quiet cause. You learn that healing isn't straight, that patience grows when you hesitate. Every tear that fell without sound watered the courage you hadn't found. And even when the weight pressed tight, you stayed, kept breathing through the night. One more day became your way, a choice to live, come what may. You didn't stay because life was fair. you stayed because leaving felt unfair. A soft voice whispered through your fears, just breathe. Stay here one more day. If you're still here one more day, even when hope seemed far away, after nights you wished you could be through, I'm proud of you for staying true. Not proud because the storm is gone, but proud because you've held on. If you're still here, fragile yet brave, I'm proud of you for every day you gave. Strength isn't rushing, it's steady and slow. It's staying even when the wind won't go. Bravery isn't a flash of light, it's surviving quietly through the night. Even if no one saw your fight, every breath you took was right. So close your eyes and rest your way. You've done enough to survive today. If all you did was stay this long, that's enough. If you're still here, I'm proud of you. You blamed yourself for feeling low, thought needing rest was a sign to go. But pain doesn't mean you're failing inside. It means you're human and you survived. You carried nights you couldn't share, worries and doubts too heavy to bear. Even when the world seemed unaware, you held yourself though life felt unfair. You judged yourself for every tear, feeling ashamed for showing fear. You thought others had it better than you, and wondered why you still struggled through. But every feeling, every ache is proof of a heart that refused to break. Even in darkness, you stayed in the fight, choosing light when nothing felt right. You learned that strength isn't always loud. It doesn't demand applause or a crowd. It's breathing through nights of doubt and pain, finding a reason to try again. Every tear and every sigh is a mark of courage you can't deny. Even when hope felt small and few, you made it through, and I see you. You didn't stay because life was kind. You stayed because leaving felt blind. A gentle voice beneath your fear whispered softly, just stay here. If you're still here, despite the ache, despite the nights that felt like too much to take, I'm proud of you. Not proud because pain disappeared, but proud because you persevered. If you're still here, honest and true, I'm proud of you. Truly proud of you. Truly proud of you. Hurting doesn't make you less So breathe, rest, let the world slow down. You've survived what could have drowned. If all you did was stay this long, that's enough. If you're still here, outside house like your mind, trying to pull you back in the tides you find. Your heart feels heavy, your thoughts collide, but somehow you're still standing, still alive. You've carried burdens no one could see, battled shadows silently. Even when the world pushed you down, you didn't disappear, you stayed around. You thought the storms would take you away, every gust a reason to sway. You questioned if anyone cared at all, if anyone would notice when you fall. Yet in the silence you found your way, chose to breathe another day. You didn't need a hero, didn't need applause. You survived the storm without a cause. You compared your life to the calm outside, wondering why peace was hard to find. But storms teach strength in the quiet night, they show your heart can still ignite. Every breath you took amidst the rain was a victory in itself, not in vain. Even when darkness felt too near, you faced it all and stayed here. You didn't stay because life was kind, you stayed because something whispered inside. Even if it hurts, even if it's wrong, breathe through the storm, stay strong. If you're still here after all the rain, after every night filled with pain, I'm proud of you. Not proud because the sky is clear, but proud because you're still here. If you're still breathing, holding through, I'm proud of you. I truly am proud of you. Strength isn't quiet until you hear it. It lives in each choice to not quit. Bravery isn't always loud or bright. Sometimes it's surviving the stormy night. Even if no one saw your fight, you made it, still breathing tonight. So close your eyes and let it fade. You survived another stormy parade. If all you did was stay this long, that's enough. If you're still here, I'm proud of you. You woke up tired, but you rose anyway, even when the night had nothing to say. Your body ached, your mind was slow, but somehow you kept letting yourself grow. The world moved fast, but you took your time. step by step, silent and sublime. You carried questions with no answers near, fears unspoken, moments unclear. You watched others find their way with ease, while you search for balance quietly, piece by piece. But every breath, every small choice made, every tear you cried, every fear displayed, was a victory only you could claim. Proof that surviving isn't the same as shame. You learn that life doesn't always reward the patient, the kind, the quietly ignored. But staying isn't waiting, it's a fight, a testament to courage hidden from sight. Even when nights felt heavy and long, you found your rhythm, found your song. Every moment you stayed, every time you tried, shows the strength inside you that never died. You didn't stay because life was fair, you stayed because something whispered there. Even if it hurts, even if it's unclear, keep holding on, you're still here. If you're still here after all you faced, after every night that tried to erase, after every shadow that made you bend, I'm proud of you for staying till the end. Not proud because life is finally kind, but proud because you didn't leave behind the hope, the heart, the quiet fight. If you're still here, strength isn't always loud or bright. Sometimes it's breathing through the quiet night. Bravery isn't sudden, it's staying alive. It's every moment you chose to survive, even if no one sees the battles you fought. Your heart endured, that's more than enough. So rest, breathe, let the world slow down. You've survived even without a crown. If all you did was stay this far, that's enough. If you're still here,